This is Kusin and Spooman for January 12th. It is Tuesday. And our video today is going to show you a couple of very interesting pro trader type setups that we recognize via the premium. We're going to talk a little bit about gaps, a little more about our group reversal system, and then we have a special announcement at the end of this video, so please stay tuned and listen to the whole thing, because we are changing our price structure. Now, what we saw on the premium today was real good news, and you can see it very clearly on this this chart here. When the Spoos hit the first low of the morning at 846, that was accompanied by all three premium feeds hitting a new low. Now, what's nice about that is the market rallied thereafter, and that's what gives us our setup. With a new low on the premium and the Spoos not going any lower, we have confidence that the Spoos will drop below the associated price there at 1132.50. So all we have to do is figure out a place to short the market. And sure enough, that's exactly what happens. Spoos drop and continue to drop. But then watch this. Right at the low of the day, we get a new high on the premium. Now, if you read our premium rules, which you find on our website, when you get a new high on the premium associated with a new low on the Spoos, that is an instant change in direction. An instant change in market direction, and you want to get in on that rally immediately. Don't wait. Just take a long trade under that kind of market condition. Very high probability that the market will completely turn directions and start rallying. That's, in fact, exactly what it did. So, two excellent entries just off of the premium. One for short, you just had to know where to get in, but another, you didn't need anything. All you needed was the premium. New high, and you're in. And that was an excellent trade. Market rallied up, and even after the close, continued to rally. Now, how did our group reversal system help us to get into this trade? Here's one of our group reversal charts, and as you see, as the market is rallying up here, right at the top of this move, there's a well-defined group reversal. It's one bar only, but there it is. And that's just what we look for. A group reversal that's within no more than 3 ticks of the pivot. And here it is, the reversal at 9:28 Central Standard Time. Again, at about 9:52, same thing happens. And down the market goes. And then a little bit later, right after 10:30, one more time. Nice reversal there, and the market drops off. Now, what happened at the low? As you see the group reversal system, this is all colored gray. We're looking to go long within 3 ticks of the low of a move. We need to see some sort of a reversal. Now, this is still a short reversal. It's not low enough. But now look what happens here. All right, come down to this point here, and within 1 tick of the low of this move, there's your entry. Gray to green. Read about our group reversal system. You'll understand the color significance of the colors. Gray to green, going from negative to positive. It does drop off a little bit more, as you know, but then boom, right at the low. Beautiful. Up it runs, and then pulls back a little bit. And look at this. It pulls back down to this low, and there's your reversal again. And from there, it went straight up and ultimately hit a gap fill at 1134.25 and continued its rally up after the market reopened. Now we've got a gap also up here at 1141.25. There's another one at 1138, and let me show you those. Now on this chart is where we track our gap data, and there's that gap at 1134.25. That originated at 1109, about 11:10 a.m. this morning. As the market was dropping off, that gap was left behind and then ultimately filled right there just before the market closed, leaving a gap at 1136.75, another one at 1138, and then as we mentioned before, another one back up there at 1141. Now just a couple of interesting things about that. Look at what happened before the sell-off this morning. Now there were several gaps. You see these gaps in here? These three gaps, these red horizontal lines, are all gaps. They all get filled. Market goes up a little higher. We almost hit that 1138 gap, but the market begins to retrace, and I'll just sort of blow this up a little higher so you can see it. And this is really, really quite interesting. There at 9:02, okay, where we had our first short trade, as the market went down, there was a gap. Right there. There was a gap. Can you believe it? So the gap is left. Market fluctuates, drops a little bit, runs right back up, fills the gap. And then what happens? Well, you already know the story. We get another short signal in here. Another one right in here around 9:30. And what happens? It leaves a gap. At 1137.75, there's a gap, and what happens? Market begins to drop off, comes right back up, 951, fills the gap, and then finally, the market drops. Finally, it drops. So how about that? Gaps are always filled. Very useful data if you know where they are. And we keep track of all the gaps all the time on all of our data feeds. Knowing where the gaps are is very, very useful. Now, to finish up our discussion for today, a little bit about our new pricing system. Well, many of you have been interested in some sort of a trial. Well, we spend a lot of time teaching people our system. Our video training system is made up of 34 different educational videos on how to read the market. And we can't really afford to give that information away for free. And you can't really understand how to work our system without that information. But here's what we've decided to do. Rather than charge you a one-time charge, we've decided to split it up. And we're running a special sale in January that is $29.99 for a 90-day trial. Now, if you'd like to continue using the system, after that, you owe us the balance of $2,000 after that for a total of $5,000. That's the normal cost. But we're running that sale through the end of January. So if you're at all interested in our system, come ask for a demo, and you can take advantage of this unique offer that we're running this month. So, this is Rod Kusin and Spooman for Risk.